this video I'm going to be comparing the best lap I managed around Goodwood in my 2017 Ford Focus RS and the best lap I managed in my 2017 BMW M140i. Here's how both cars stood in my ownership. I owned the RS twice as long as I'd owned the 140. Also done 7,500 more road miles. At the same rolling road, the 140 ran 10 horsepower and 36 pounds-feet of torque more. The 140 was on non-run flat Michelin PS4 tyres, the RS on the factory fit Pilot Super Sports. It was standard discs and pads on both, but I had fresh fluid in the 140. In terms of track experience, the best lap in the BMW came on the 51st lap I'd driven it on track, and in the RS it was the 49th, so only a couple of laps in it. So here are the two laps side by side. First of all, I'm going to let this play through in real time, then we'll come back and take a look at the laps in a bit more detail.
Golf, which is like an Audi, it's a bit more fun.
Always flat to hit, not that much.
I must admit, I think I probably am, to be honest. I was one corner ahead of myself.
Even if we're saying today, in faster cars, don't we probably need to,
I think I'm probably up over there.
Am I going to need to?
I changed down.
Just to say this to the viewers, Mark is really pushing it right now. He is driving the pants off this car.
The funny thing is,
It may not look like it, but it certainly feels like it. And it's brilliant. It's fantastic. That sound.
yeah, I actually did the same last time in the Mini as I did the Porsche. Whereas the Mini, I couldn't have got any more out of it. The Porsche, I would have got a lot out of it.
I haven't had one hint of brake play all day.
I was going to ask you actually, because it's all totally standard still.
Absolutely hasn't left the paint.
Which is mildly impressive, because you haven't exactly been A, poodling about, and B, giving it much between sessions.
I wonder, no, 1.5 seconds.
Which makes you wonder why people insist on modifying everything.
And it just moves the back of the car.
It's more
They crossed the line, both having had a good exit from the chicane.
like a four-wheel drive BMW than a Golf, which is like a Audi. That's a bit more fun.
Even though the 140 broke noticeably earlier, it reached the turning point ahead of the RS. But good drive all the way around the corner from the four-wheel drive on the RS brings it out ahead. Always flat through here. By the turning point to Ford Water, they are both neck and neck. The B58 has pulled the 140 back. Not that much.
I must admit, I think I probably am, to be honest. I was one corner ahead of myself.
At the exit though, the confidence lift the 140 needed has just dropped it back slightly. Even if we're saying today, in faster cars, at the turn into No Name, later and harder braking in the RS has given it a bit more.
I think I'm probably up over there, and then I changed it.
And it carries that all the way through to the turn into St Mary's.
Just to say this to the viewers,
And by the exit, there's a good few lengths in it.
Mark is really pushing it right now. He is driving the pants off this car.
The 140's clawed a bit of that back though by the time they turn into Levant.
The funny thing is,
It may not look like it, but it certainly feels like it. And it's brilliant. It's fantastic. That sound.
brilliant.
The grip and four-wheel drive of the RS around there keeps it ahead.
Yeah, I actually did the same lap time in the Mini as I did the Porsche. Whereas the Mini, I couldn't have got any more out of it. The Porsche, I would have got a lot out of it.
Down the long Levant straight, the 140 stretches its legs and gets well ahead of the Focus by the braking point. And even though the RS braked much later and much harder, the 140 is still just ahead at the turn into Woodcote. I haven't had one hint of brake fade all day.
I was going to ask you actually, because it's all totally sound.
By the exit, the 140 has just about held on to that margin.
Absolutely hasn't left the factory.
Which is mightily impressive, because you haven't exactly been a...
And with a good run through the chicane in both cars, the 140 is still ahead.
Doodling about and me giving it much between sessions.
I wonder, no, 1.5 seconds.
So yeah, honestly, I didn't see that coming. The lap time in the 140, 1 minute 33.6 seconds.
Which way?
And the RS crosses the line 0.7 seconds later with a time of 1 minute 34.3. So what can I take from all of this? Well, me driving the 140, a similar length of time, number of laps around Goodwood, I managed to squeeze a faster time out of it. Does that mean it's faster than the Focus RS? Well, yes and no. Yes, it was faster on what I managed to achieve, but the RS was faster more consistently. I managed a 134, a low 34 in the RS, and I did half a dozen throughout the day in the 34s. In the 140, I managed that one lap in the 33s, one in the 34s, and the rest were all in the 35s. So I think because of the engine, the mighty B58, I think it's got more lap time in it, but it's harder to get to. The RS is just so much stronger with its chassis, it's poised, it's really, really strong on the brakes up to a point. Ultimately though, they're identical really, pace-wise. Nothing separates them. On the road, I'd give it to this all day long, especially with the automatic box. Reg tears away from me in his car. But even with the manual, we've seen what this thing does to the RS on the Lavant Straight at Goodwood. So a final postscript, the brakes, the Focus RS brakes, yeah, they were better. I could brake later, I could brake harder. The pedals stayed with me all day long. But, and this is a big but, in the 7th session, I had to cut it short. I'd worn them down to the backing plates. Now they were healthy before, they had plenty of meat on them. By the end of the day, not only had I worn them down to the metal, I'd bent the backing plates as well. So they performed exceptionally well. They just wore out really, really quickly. I can't believe I got through that much in the course of 7 sessions. And yes, I was braking less in the 140, and remarkably, they kind of, once I'd adapted to them, they soaked everything up that I gave them. And, you know, before, similar amount to the Focus RS, after, still plenty left. Having said that, I've got a warning message now in the iDrive because they need replacing soon. I'm down to about 3 mil, I think. But they had the lap time in them and they didn't wear through. So that's it. Thank you very, very much for watching. I really do appreciate the views and all the comments. If you've got any questions, please leave them below the video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it, of course. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so you get advised of my uploads. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Thanks again for watching.
You do that with
Yeah, I actually did the same lap time in the Mini as I did the Porsche.
Oh, really?
Whereas the Mini I couldn't have got any more out of it, the Porsche could have got a lot.